Ever felt that knot of frustration when you need to get in touch with your bank, but navigating their contact options feels like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded? You're not alone. In today's fast-paced digital world, while instant messaging and chatbots often take center stage, sometimes you just need the clarity and record-keeping that comes with a good old-fashioned email. If you're a Monzo user and find yourself pondering the question, how do I contact Monzo by email, you've landed in the right place. While Monzo, known for its innovative and mobile-first approach, heavily emphasizes its in-app support, there are indeed ways to reach them via email, and understanding these avenues can save you precious time and stress. Now, before we dive into the specifics, it's crucial to understand Monzo's customer support philosophy. They've built their reputation on being incredibly responsive and helpful, primarily through their in-app chat function. This allows for quick, personalized assistance directly within the platform you use for your banking. For many queries, this is the quickest and most efficient way to get a resolution. Think of it as having a direct line to a Monzo expert right in your pocket. However, there are situations where email communication might be preferred or even necessary. Perhaps you need to send supporting documentation, have a complex issue that requires a detailed written explanation, or simply prefer having a written record of your correspondence. Whatever your reason, knowing how to initiate contact via email with Monzo is a valuable piece of information for any Monzo user. So, let's get straight to the point. Does Monzo have a direct, publicly advertised email address for general customer support? The short answer is, not really, in the traditional sense. You won't find a generic email address removed, plastered across their website. This is intentional, as their primary focus is on the efficiency and security of their in-app chat. But don't click away just yet. This doesn't mean email communication is entirely off the table. There are specific scenarios and indirect methods through which you can indeed contact Monzo via email. Let's explore these in detail. Scenario 1. Responding to a Monzo email. This might seem obvious, but it's a crucial point. If Monzo has initiated contact with you via email, whether it's regarding a specific transaction, a query you raised through another channel, or important account updates, then naturally, you can reply directly to that email address. This is often the most straightforward way to continue a conversation that has already started via email. Pay close attention to the sender's email address. While it might not be a generic support inbox, it's a valid point of contact for that specific communication. Ensure your reply is relevant to the original email and provides all the necessary information for Monzo to assist you further. Scenario 2. Specific departments or issues. While a general support email might be elusive, Monzo does have specific email addresses for certain departments or types of issues. These are usually not widely advertised but can be found in specific sections of their help documentation or may be provided if you encounter a particular problem that necessitates email communication. For instance, you might find a specific email address for complaints. If you wish to formally lodge a complaint, Monzo will have a designated procedure, which may include a specific email address for this purpose. Check their official complaints policy on their website or within the app for details. Data protection or privacy inquiries. If you have questions or requests related to your personal data and privacy, there's likely a dedicated email address for their data protection team. This is often mandated by regulations like GDPR. Media or press inquiries. If you're a member of the media and need to contact Monzo, there will be a specific press or media relations email address. This is, of course, not for general customer support. Partnerships or business development. If you're interested in partnering with Monzo or have a business development proposal, there will be a relevant email address for these types of inquiries. The key here is to identify if your specific need falls under one of these specialized categories. You can often find these email addresses by carefully navigating Monzo's Help Center or by searching their website for terms like complaints, data protection, privacy, media, or partnerships. Scenario 3. Escalating an issue. In some cases, after initially contacting Monzo through the in-app chat, you might feel that your issue hasn't been resolved to your satisfaction. While Monzo's support team is generally excellent, there might be instances where you need to escalate your case. The escalation process usually involves communicating further through the in-app chat, where your case will be reviewed by a more senior member of the team. However, in certain circumstances, particularly if the in-app communication isn't proving effective or if you need to provide extensive documentation that's difficult to manage within the chat interface, Monzo might provide you with an email address to continue the conversation. This is usually done on a case-by-case basis by the support agent you are initially speaking with. Therefore, if you find yourself in a situation requiring escalation, your first step should still be to communicate through the in-app chat and clearly explain why you believe your issue needs further attention. The support team will then guide you on the next steps, which might include providing an email address for further communication, finding potential email addresses, and what to expect. While a direct general support email is rare, here are some strategies you can use to potentially find relevant email addresses. Check the Monzo website's Help Center. This is your first port of call. Look for sections on complaints, legal information, privacy policy, or media inquiries. These sections might contain relevant email addresses. Review the terms and conditions and privacy policy. These documents often contain contact information for specific departments, particularly those related to legal and data protection matters. Search online, with caution. While you might find some unofficial or outdated email addresses online, be very cautious about using them. There's no guarantee they are still monitored, and you might be sharing sensitive information with an unverified source. Always prioritize official Monzo channels. Contact via social media. For general inquiries while not email, Monzo is active on social media platforms like Twitter. You can often send them a direct message for general inquiries, and they might be able to point you in the right direction or provide an email address if necessary for your specific issue. However, avoid sharing sensitive personal or account information via social media. What to include in your email, if you obtain one. If you do manage to obtain a relevant Monzo email address and need to send them an email, here are some best practices to ensure your communication is clear, effective, and helps them resolve your issue efficiently. Clear subject line. Use a concise and informative subject line that clearly states the purpose of your email. For example, complaint regarding transaction on, date, or data protection inquiry account, your account number. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.